The apprentice had graduated. With the successful domestic construction of the CNS Shandong, China had proven that its carrier program was real, sustainable, and here to stay. They had created a true multi-carrier force, but in breaking out of their coastal confines, they came face to face with the undisputed warden of the world's oceans, the American Supercarrier. This was the final, brutal technological barrier. The Liaoning and the Shandong, for all their power, were fundamentally Soviet-era designs, built around a stow bar, short takeoff but arrested recovery system. Their iconic ski jump ramp was a clever but deeply compromising solution. It worked, but it came at a staggering cost in combat power. It meant that China's J-15 fighters could not take off with a full payload of fuel and weapons. And even more critically, it meant they could not launch the heavier, slower, propeller-driven aircraft, the vital support planes that are the true eyes, ears, and brain of a modern carrier strike group. This was a fatal flaw that guaranteed American naval supremacy. A carrier battle is won not by the fighters you can see, but by the threats you can detect from hundreds of miles away. The American carrier had the E-2 Hawkeye, its eyes in the sky, a flying radar station that could manage the entire battle space. The Chinese carriers had nothing. Their fighters were operating with one hand tied behind their back, their range and firepower limited by the ski jump, their situational awareness a tiny fraction of their American counterparts. This meant that in any potential, high-intensity conflict, the Chinese carrier strike group would be a second-tier force, a glass cannon. It could be detected, targeted, and neutralized by an American carrier group that could see further, shoot further, and fight smarter. China had built a powerful body, but it lacked the all-seeing eyes and the full-strength punch needed to truly compete at the highest level. To become a true peer, to be able to go toe-to-toe with a U.S. supercarrier and win, China needed more than just another ski jump carrier. It needed a quantum leap. It needed its own supercarrier. The solution was not an evolution. It was a declaration. It was a direct challenge to a century of American naval aviation dominance. It was Project 003, a vessel that would become the CNS Fujian, CV-18. This was not another apprentice. This was the master. The Fujian was a complete and total break from the past. A true, clean-sheet supercarrier designed to be the most advanced warship in the world. First, the size displacing over 80,000 tons. She was a true Goliath, in the same weight class as America's Nimitz and Ford-class carriers. Second, the design. She was a Catapult, catapult-assisted takeoff but arrested recovery carrier. Her massive, flat flight deck was not marred by a ski jump ramp. It was a pure, unadulterated airfield at sea. Third, and most stunningly, the technology. China did not just copy the steam catapults that had been the global standard for over half a century. They leapfrogged them entirely. The Fujian was equipped with the most advanced and powerful launch system in existence, an electromagnetic aircraft launch system, or EMALS. This was a technology so complex, so difficult to master, that only one other country in the world had managed to field it. On its newest multi-billion-dollar Ford-class carriers, the CNS Fujian was not just a Chinese supercarrier. It was a direct technological peer to America's very best, a statement of shocking and profound ambition. The proof of this technological revolution is now floating reality. The launch of the Fujian sent a shockwave through the world's naval community, but the ultimate validation came in May of 2024, when the massive supercarrier put to sea for the first time for her initial sea trials. For days, she was put through her paces, and the reports were clear. The ship's advanced propulsion and power systems, the essential foundation for her revolutionary catapults, had performed flawlessly. The Dragon supercarrier was alive, but the true proof of the Fujian's power is not just in her hull. It is in the brand new generation of aircraft she is designed to carry. We see the real-world evidence. The new J-35, a twin-engine, carrier-based stealth fighter designed to compete directly with the American F-35. We see the new J-15D, Growler ski, an advanced electronic warfare aircraft. And most critically, we see the new Xi'an KJ-600, a twin turboprop airborne early warning and control aircraft. China's own Hawkeye. This is the final, undeniable proof. The Fujian is not just a ship. She is the heart of a complete top-tier carrier air wing, a capability that simply could not exist without her electromagnetic catapults. She is the ship that single-handedly elevates the plan from a second-tier carrier power into a direct, peer competitor. The legacy of the CNS Fujian is the end of an era. For over 75 years, the American Supercarrier has been the undisputed king of the seas, a symbol of a unique and unchallengeable technological advantage. The Fujian has shattered that reality. She is the ship that proves China is no longer just a follower or a copier in military technology. It is a leader, a true innovator capable of mastering the most complex and demanding systems in the world. She is the ultimate tool of sea control and power projection, a ship that gives China the ability to generate the same kind of combat power and possess the same kind of situational awareness as a U.S. Navy carrier strike group. In the great power competition of the 21st century, the Fujian is not just another piece on the board. She is the ship that changes the entire geometry of the game. The CNS Fujian is more than a supercarrier. It is a symbol of a new world order, a testament to a nation's unwavering focus on achieving technological parity and strategic supremacy. She is the ship that broke the final barrier, the weapon that heralds a new and uncertain era of naval competition in the Pacific. The Dragon's apprentice has graduated, and the master has arrived. Share this video to explore the fascinating and world-changing story of the CNS Fujian, the supercarrier that is reshaping the future.